said a thing. And you know what? He's absolutely 100%. Hello, everyone. I am in the middle of a live stream from the new backdrop. I think I still need a couple of tweaks. How's it looking? I am your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy, and I am going to annoy a lot of people when I talk about this. I'm going to probably irritate a lot of people. I'm probably going to not make a lot of friends. But if you do like my content and you do like having a difference of opinion from time to time and hearing somebody say something that doesn't quite conform to whatever narrative you might think, I am the channel for you. Also, I do jiggle when people subscribe, so let's get into the Joe Rogan thing. Apparently, you guys have been sending this. Have you made a video about the Joe Rogan thing yet? Well, there really wasn't a whole lot to say. There really wasn't a whole lot to say. I guess you guys sent me the Andy Singler thing. I think I follow him even though I don't know who he is. I think it's because he ripped a certain YouTube channel a new one not too long ago. And I'm like, oh, you don't like this YouTuber. I am going to follow you because of that. Let's hear what Joe Rogan has to say.
And video games are a real problem. They're a real problem. You know why? Because they're fun.
I agree. 100%. They're a problem because they are fun. And what do you want to do? You want to sit there and you want to have fun. And you would rather go into your little escapist world of video games, like I do from time to time, because it's more fun than dealing with the real world. So, okay, he's right there.
Addictive.
And you don't, yeah, well, I have a real problem with them. And you do them, and they're real exciting, but you don't get anywhere.
Right.
It's like you could do like martial arts, right? You could learn jiu-jitsu.
They are really exciting. They only give you... Here's the thing with video games. They only give you a sense of accomplishment if you actually do the thing that gives you the accomplishment. Now, I've played a lot of games where people want to skip ahead. They want to trade in items. They want to trade in characters to finish them quicker. They want to use the microtransactions to skip all the progression so you don't even get the sense of accomplishment. And when it becomes one of those games where I'm like, you know what, I could just pay money to skip ahead, then I think, you know, I'm just wasting my time on this game and I move on to the next one. So I don't play a ton of games. I maybe have a couple hours a day, if I'm lucky, to relax and unwind with a video game. Sure, he's absolutely right. He's talking about martial arts now.
You get obsessed by jiu-jitsu. And then 3 years later, you're like an elite jiu-jitsu athlete. You're entering in competitions. You're a purple belt.
You're moving up.
Yeah, you're doing well. Right. You're thinking, like, I might be able to open my own school one day.
You got confidence.
Yeah.
You guys are saying he contradicts himself. But no, he didn't contradict himself. He said it's a real problem, and they're fun. He's saying that because he plays them himself. Also, Bear Williams, $2.98 Super Chat. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. He's absolutely right. I don't know what people are upset for. So he's absolutely right. He's saying that, yeah, you could spend your time dedicating yourself to a craft, learning a martial art, then you go on about your life, and then that becomes your career, because then you're going to be, you know, you have 5 years of martial arts under your belt instead of 5 years of World of Warcraft. I get it. It's absolutely right. They are a huge time waster. And here's the thing, because people are only taking this little clip and they're only taking what he said, knocking video games for a brief moment in time. They're trying to assume, I suppose, that he's saying don't play video games. They're nothing but trouble. They're going to ruin your... No, that's not what he's saying. He's just saying that, yeah, this is something that people focus on instead of doing something more productive with their time. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I agree. There's a lot of stuff I waste time on instead of being actually productive. Because sometimes I'm the type of person where I will focus way too much on the thing I want to put my energy and my focus on, like a YouTube channel or whatever. And then I forget to take time and have some fun and turn my brain off. Right? And this is where it all comes back to with the entertainment industry and everything, is that you need a healthy distraction from time to time. As long as it's not to the point where it becomes a replacement for your personality, as long as it doesn't get to the point where you're out there obsessed with that thing or activity or cause or game or show, right? You need some sort of, you need kind of a balance. I agree with that. He's somebody who's very focused. He's a martial arts guy. He has the black belts or whatever he's got. I know, I can't think of specifically the ones, but I know he's got a background in martial arts. I know he's got a background in discipline. I know he's got a background in a lot of stuff. I also know he's got a background in the psychedelics and seeing everything for everything that it is. I agree 100%. Video games are a huge problem. When you're sitting there, especially if you go the microtransaction route, when you're sitting there grinding away at a video game there, you could just plop $100 in and buy a loot crate and get rid of the progression. That's a problem. But you know what? It's a problem of the video game industry in general for not making something that's fun enough that you can spend an afternoon on and then you can go on about your day. It's all about balance. It's all about the balance of fun, recreation, all of these things. It's like somebody who's sitting there eating constantly for 17 hours in a day is going to have the same negative effects on their life and health as somebody who's sitting there playing a video game for 17 hours a day, or someone who's obsessing over whatever current event thing that they're obsessing over for 17 hours a day. It's all balanced. You have to have some sort of perspective. You have to have the ability to change and focus on the things that you can change, and you have to have some levity from that. So, all right, what are you guys saying in chat? What are you guys saying? SJWs hate fun. It was all taken out of context. He's a gamer. That's what I said. They think he's knocking video games. He's just saying that, no, if you spend a little less time gaming, you're going to accomplish a little bit more. And they make video games, they're a problem because they're fun. They are. There's a lot of stuff I'd rather. You know what? I've been slacking this week because I'm sitting on my butt playing Paper Mario. Because I'm sitting there on my butt playing Paper Mario instead of focusing. And I'm going to do a video on that too. Instead of focusing on everything else. Right? I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take 2 or 3 hours at night and stream Paper Mario instead of getting ready for the next day. Instead of clipping videos, instead of recording stuff, I'm going to sit here and stream Paper Mario because you know what? It's fun. I don't get to play a lot of video games. I do YouTube. I'm on streams with a lot of people. I don't get to take a lot of time out. I don't know why people are upset, but I am going to go back to my live chat. And you know what? I see nothing wrong with what he said, and I don't even disagree with him.